Alright, so I'm going to be talking about, I actually went to a Leaf game on Saturday, oh gosh, I don't even remember, January 6th, Saturday, January 6th, can't even remember the days now. It's been a long week, I'll be honest. Yeah, Saturday, January 6th, the Leafs versus the Vancouver Canucks. I did kind of film a bit of the game and getting there, but I went with one of my buddies and I didn't tell him that I was like gonna vlog or whatever, so it was like, I'll show some of the footage, but it was so shit. Like, there's no like transitions or anything. It's just like mainly us at the game, just screaming, yelling. And there's this, if you watched one of my other videos, my Oshawa Generals video, go check that out if you haven't. Really terrible plug, but there was a guy in front of me who was like really bald, and I actually referenced to this video because there's a guy. I'll show you in the footage once you watch the rest of the video. But there's a guy in front of me who was like bald, and like the only reason I say that is because he was like blocking my view of the rink, and it was the same thing with the Oshawa General. So I'm linking these two videos just for a kind of cheap joke, but anyway, so I'm going to be talking about that. And a terrible rejection that I got at freaking Canadian Tire. Like, I was being so nice, so I'll quickly tell that story. I went to go meet my buddy at the train station to go down to Toronto. I drove down there, and I had like, I think we took like the game was at 7 o'clock, and I think I took like a 6:07 train. And like, it's kind of cool for me. I don't really take the train a lot, but it was cool how they had, it wasn't like a 6:10 or like 6:30. It wasn't exact times, it was like in between minutes. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, it was like 6:07 or something. No, it was like 5. Anyways, who cares? I got there like at 5:30, so I had like a half an hour. And I wore this jersey. That's kind of where why I'm wearing it in this video. I got it when I went to the World Juniors game. If you haven't seen that video, a lot of cheap plugs in this video, eh? Great start. Okay, so I decided to zoom out because I'm pretty sure all the stuff I just recorded, you couldn't actually see the jersey I was wearing. I am wearing the Canada jersey. I don't know if that even really matters. Anyways, let's get back into the video. No one cares about your jersey. Anyways, Canada jersey, amazing. Fantastic, I love it. So yeah, I went to the Leafs game versus the Vancouver Canucks, which was freaking awesome. Yeah, January 6th, they won in shootout actually, which was like a huge surprise to me. So my dad actually gave me tickets because he has tickets for his company, which is really awesome. So we were sitting in the purples, so a little bit high up and not like the nosebleeds. We had pretty good seats, but yeah, I'll definitely show you some footage. But yeah, it was just really fun. Oh yeah, so what I was talking about, the Canadian, so yeah, I get so sidetracked when making these videos, I don't even, that's why they're all over the place. Anyways, I had a little bit of time, so we had this big giant Canadian flag that we had in the World Juniors video that I wanted to bring, but I totally forgot. So I had my jersey, but I was like, oh, maybe like Canadian Tire has them, because I know people, like to have flags in their backyard and have a pole and whatnot. So I went in, and there's this really cute cashier, so I was like, oh, hi ma'am. I don't know why I said that. I was like, hi ma'am, do you have any, Canada flags? I'm actually going to a Leaf game tonight, and I wanted to like kind of wave it around. She's like, oh well, and let me just clarify before I say anything else. She was being very nice directly to me. I'm like already backing up the steep freaking hill I'm gonna go down. She was being very nice to me, and what I thought was, and apparently I took the wrong way, very flirty attitude or whatever. So she was being very nice. I was like kind of talking to her for a bit, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to the Leaf game, and I actually just came back from the Juniors game, so I was talking about that and the travel to Buffalo and whatnot. And she's like, oh, well, I'm not too sure if we have any flags because it's not Canada Day. We usually have them on Canada Day. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, maybe they're in the pole section. So I asked her where that is, and then I asked another lady, and then she was just kind of like staring at me and like twirling her hair. And like, mixed signals? I don't know. Who knows? But you're gonna find out. She's like twirling her hair and being very nice, like smiling and laughing at all my shitty jokes. Like, I don't even know, like, example, I was like, yeah, I was in Buffalo, but I didn't see any. Do you get it? Like, I was in Buffalo, but I didn't see any. Buffalo, like, hilarious, Zach, and she laughed. Like, if you laughed, like, God bless you, but I really didn't think it was that funny. I don't know. I was talking to a stranger. I was nervous. What, you know, whatever. I don't get nervous, but anyways. So this is the point where I was like, oh, okay, maybe she likes me. Or whatever. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to Leaf game, and, you know, I also go to the Austria Generals game and whatever. You know, there's a game, fucking fluffs everywhere. You know, there's a game this Saturday. She's like, oh, I would love, she was like this. I'm going to do all her reenactments. So she's like, oh, well, I would love to go to that. So my first clue was like, okay, yeah, you know, she would love to go, but I didn't think like, all right, maybe you should ask her. I was just like, okay, I don't even know her name. Her name's like Barbara, or that's not her name, but I'm just gonna use that. She was my age. Barbara's such like an old woman's name. But yeah, I was at Home Depot and whatever, and did I say Canadian Tire? Oh, it was Home Depot. Sorry, Home Depot is the place where I was at. So that was so then I had to go to the restroom. So I walked down the pole aisle and then went to the restroom, and I was like really thinking in my head, I was like, wait, was she trying to like get me to ask her to go? So I was like, okay, maybe I'll ask her to go. But I was like playing it off so fucking bad, like I had to like build up I don't even know why. It was not even a big deal. I had to like build up the courage. So I was like walking up and down the aisles for what felt like an hour, but it was probably only 5 minutes. And then I walk over to her. Oh no, that's not even that's not even true. So I left and said, okay, bye. And then I left the store, and I was just about to go into my car, and I was like, fuck. How am I gonna, I have to ask her, because like now I have to fucking know. Or else, you know, that missed opportunity. Because that'll bug me, right? So I go back in, I was like, okay, maybe I'll just like fake that I'm going to the washroom, and then I'll circle back and ask her. So I come back in, and then of course like I have to go through the door, because that's where she is, right? Right through the door, and then the cashier's right there. So I come in, and fucking bad. I come in, like, then I circled around for what felt like an hour, and then I come back in, and I like just like go up there and was like, hi. It's so bad. It's so bad, guys. It's so bad. This is How to Ask Girl Out 101 with Zach. Disaster case. So I go up to her, I was like, hi, you know, by the way, my name's Zach. I introduced myself like it's an interview. So I was like, oh, by the way, my name's Zach, and no, you said you really wanted to go to an Austria Generals game, and like, I have tickets next Saturday, like, if you want to go. She's like, oh, well, I think I'm working. I was like, okay, well, you know, maybe we can go. So I didn't even pick up on that. So then I tried to recover. I was like, well, you know, maybe I can, like, and then I did this. I was like, you know, quickly, you know, grab your number, and then maybe we can go like another time, because I have season tickets. She's like, I'm not even kidding, this is exactly what she did. And this is what I told my buddy when we were driving on the subway, or the train, or whatever. She was like, what? Don't me? I asked you very nicely, you didn't say anything wrong. I didn't come up to you and slap your ass, or, you know what I mean? Like, be a Brad, you know that meme? If you follow Fifth Year on Instagram, this is like a quick shout out. Don't be a Brad is like a really popular meme. It's basically, you know those weird movies, I'm getting off topic again, but you know those movies where it's like, oh, it's like the guy who has like the weird, he's in like golf clothes, and like those really short shorts that go up to his like dick, and he has that weird towel wrapped around him, or whatever. I'll put a picture here. Somewhere. And they're making fun, and the guy's like, you know, don't hurt me, you know, my dad's a lawyer. Like, that's a Brad. Like, that's the definition of a Brad. What the fuck was I talking about? Yeah, I wasn't like that to her. It was very nice, or at least I think. You know, let me know if I was a douchebag or not. But she was like, wow, I can't believe you just said that. And I was so embarrassed, like, I was embarrassed, like, there was I think there was the other lady I asked, like, beside her, like, she's at the cash, I was so fucking embarrassed, I was like, fuck you, man, and I actually felt bad for asking, and she's like, she was so mean, like, what? She's like, can't believe you just asked that, there's hot chocolate over there, and like, yeah, she played it off like, oh yeah, by the way, we have free hot chocolate for I didn't even, and then I just like, okay, I gotta get out of here. I'm like, you know, there's like 20 minutes until my train. I'm like, all right, you know, thanks. And I wasn't rude. I was like, okay, thanks. Have a great night. And I'm like, thank you very much. And then I left. Like, please tell me in the comments or message me on Instagram or whatever. What did I do wrong that made her so mad? She, in my opinion, she wanted to go. We were talking for like 10 minutes. And having a great conversation. She was laughing at my shitty Buffalo joke. And like, I don't know what I did wrong. Disaster. But that was before the game. So then I had to try to get into the mentality of being happy and whatever. About going to the game where I just got basically shit on by some frickin' Home Depot chick. If you're watching this, Home Depot girl, like, you're great, but I really don't understand where... She's obviously not watching this, but I really don't understand where I went wrong. I don't. Please let me know. Anyways, I'll play the rest of the footage now so you kind of enjoy, yeah, the Leaf game. Thanks for watching, and yeah, enjoy the footage. Alright, so really quickly, I'm editing the video that I just shot for going to the Leaf game, and I just realized it's super... So I might do 2 videos, which I didn't really want to do, but the story I told about the Home Depot chick, it's like 10 minutes right now. So I'm gonna put that as a separate video, and then all the footage that I took at the Leaf game is gonna be another separate video. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, sorry for the inconvenience. I just don't want to. I did the World Juniors game. It was like 27 minutes. I was like, okay, that's a little out of hand, and I hate watching a video for that long. I mean, it's a great video. Go watch it. Another cheap plug, but. If it's like a quick comedy video or whatever, I don't want it to be that long. So yeah, there's gonna be a hockey game, Leaf game vlog, and then the comedy video about the Home Depot girl. So just ignore all the parts where I say look at this and whatever. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you next Saturday.